Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa, the Dragon Lady. I love dragons and always have since I was a kid, and I even published a children's book with a dragon in it not too long ago. Since I love dragons and movies, JoBlo thought I would be a good fit for this video listing my top 5 favorite dragon movies of all time. Hopefully you find a new dragon movie that you like that you haven't seen yet. Coming in at number 5 is the new Netflix movie Damsel. Basically, what happens in Damsel is that the main character decides to marry a prince to help her family out financially, and ends up finding out that she is actually a sacrifice to a dragon that she ends up befriending. I like how sweet, empathetic, kind, and selfless Elodie is, but I honestly and personally think she was too selfless to decide not to find love for her family to have money. I mean, later on in the movie we discover that the father knew Elodie would be a sacrifice to the dragon but still married her off anyway for money. I like how in the movie there are subtle hints to the father betraying Elodie as they argue right away at the start of the movie, and the father is very detached and cold while he is arguing with Elodie trying to get her to marry the prince. The character of Elodie is very likable, but I put this movie at number 5 because I honestly think that there are not enough likable characters in this movie that the audience can relate to. The dragon, for example, although she is redeemed, was too blinded by hatred and revenge and only woke up at the very last minute to change and be good. The other movies on this list have more characters that are much more likable, like the next movie that I ranked at number 4, The Desolation of Smaug, with Gandalf, Bilbo Baggins, and Thorin. I love this movie because Gandalf is very well played by the actor Ian McKellen. The character of Gandalf, in my opinion, is confident, but not overly confident, and is always so calm even in the most stressful situations, showing how powerful and cool he is. Bilbo Baggins has his own unique personality too. Bilbo is smart and witty, but how he delivers what he says is done in a shy, subtle way, making him funny too.
Sting. It's a good name.
One of my favorite scenes is when Legolas mistakes Glóin's wife for a brother of his, and Glóin gets offended, and what's even funnier is that Legolas does not even apologize. The audacity of this man. The voice acting here by Benedict Cumberbatch is phenomenal. I recommend this movie because of the amazing, complex, and rich characters. Ring of Fire at number 3 is undoubtedly one of the best dragon movies out there, and to think, I almost left this one out of the list. This movie is a rare treasure. The camera angles and shots in this movie are remarkable. One of the best scenes in my opinion is when the evil dragon is on top of the castle that is in flames, and the camera angle looks up at the dragon, making the audience feel powerless and showing how powerless the protagonist Quinn is, who is looking at the dragon. I love that the dragon looks so realistic, and I find the special effects are amazing, especially for a movie from 2002. The beginning of the movie I find sets realistic expectations in us, the viewers, as the camera moves fast when it follows the main character Quinn, showing us that there is going to be a lot of action. Another thing I really like about the movie Reign of Fire is the character Creedy. Creedy is very likable as he is reasonable, logical, and practical, by refusing to trust Devon and the Marauders who are travelers. Quinn is a contrast of Creedy as he is naive and trusts Devon and the Marauders too quickly. The best part of the movie for me is when Quinn finally kills the last male dragon so the dragons can stop having babies. It is a nice and satisfying ending.
If your teeth come down, my sword goes up right into your brain.
At number 2, Dragonheart is definitely one of the best dragon movies out there. This movie has it all. Amazing actors and actresses as well as very lovable characters. The dragon Draco has such an admirable personality as he is empathetic and compassionate. Draco is even mature and understanding as he explains to the knight Sir Bowen, the protagonist, that he is not a threat and is the last of his species and just wants to survive. In my opinion, the movie has such funny scenes too, like when Gilbert shoots an enemy knight from the evil kingdom with an arrow on his butt, and the knight turns around and Gilbert says,
"Turn the other cheek, brother."
I also love the movie's soundtrack as the music is so suspenseful and the timing of it just seems right. Not to mention the fight scenes are realistic and make you feel like you are in the fight yourself are so cool. The best part of the movie Dragonheart, without any hesitation, is definitely the ending. It is so inspirational with Draco sacrificing himself to defeat the evil king, and with his last words after Bowen asks him where to go, and the dragon says,
"To the stars, Bowen."
Near the end of the movie, Draco turns into dust and becomes a constellation, giving us a satisfying ending to the movie as he died a hero and deserves to be remembered. finally, at number 1, the best dragon movie ever, like the whole entire world for me, has got to be How to Train Your Dragon. First of all, the animation in this movie is amazing, especially for the time that it was released. The dragons in this film look so cool and have unique and original designs as well as names for their species that are awesome, like Night Fury dragons. Hiccup, who is the main character, has a very cool name, since it shows he has a shy, insecure, and timid personality, where he holds himself back like a hiccup. Another thing I love about this movie is how Hiccup transforms slowly from this shy, timid, and insecure boy to a brave, courageous, and confident boy. Let's not forget the iconic scene where Hiccup's hand touches the dragon and how admirable it is that he did not give up on befriending the dragon, showing his determination, resilience, and kindness. The final battle at the end of the movie is awesome. Hiccup and his Night Fury dragon, Toothless, fight off the Red Death Dragon, which is one of the deadliest dragon species. This movie ranks at number 1 because of the amazing character arc that Hiccup goes through, the originality and creativity in the film, the plot where the Vikings and dragons go from being enemies to friends, the animation style, the cinematography and editing that keeps you on your toes and wondering what will happen next, and the relatable characters in the film. One of the best scenes in the first movie of this amazing movie franchise is when Hiccup is falling and Toothless follows him and saves him, and they both get permanent injuries. This scene is amazing because Toothless saved Hiccup's life, showing how powerful, deep, and beautiful their friendship is. Well everyone, hopefully you enjoyed this video on my top 5 best dragon movies, and hopefully you discovered some new ones to watch. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you again!